Delco Dan's Dirty Golf Picks.
Oh, when you hear that jingle, it makes you tingle. Welcome to Delco Dan's Dirty Golf Picks, brought to you by MyBookie.com. Promo code Drinking Bros doubles that first deposits all the way up to $1,000. Get off the couch and get into the action today with MyBookie.com. Delco is on fire, off to a hot start to begin the year. Congratulations. Insert your own applause here, Delco. You won this week.
I would never do that. First off, the way I grew up, my parents, my dad especially, if I had a good game, basketball, he'd just be like, yeah, you could have done better.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
So,
I cracked open a hard AF seltzer for you, so
I appreciate it. But
cheers
two of my other picks, right? Pendrith was not in the mix, and Cam Young missed the cut.
Huge shock.
I know.
What are we doing with Cam Young?
We might have to put him on the no bet list.
I did. He's done. He's done for me. I'm not. Yeah. I'm completely done with him.
And when he wins, I'll be happy, but I'll miss it.
What I love though about your win this week was I literally said on the show last week that's the highest odds I've ever seen for Ludwig, and then boom, it comes through for you.
Redemption tour. He was winning at the Farmers at Torrey a couple weeks before.
Yep.
Got sick, super sick, got the norovirus, was shitting and puking everywhere. And, yeah, dude, he just needed to get back on that course and whoop some ass.
And he did.
Yeah.
That dude's a superstar, man, and he could have a very big year.
He's a hot dude.
Uh-huh. Golf needs it. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, golf needs superstars.
He's low-key jacked.
I know.
You see the fist pump, the photo of that? He's ripped.
Bro, the ladies love him.
Yeah.
So I get it, man, and golf needs it. So I'm rooting for him here.
He's got to stay away from Patrick Mahomes, though. Keep him away from Patrick Mahomes.
Why? What happened there?
Well, they're both Texas Tech guys, so I don't want him near.
No shit. I didn't know that.
I don't need him near the Mahomes.
Where is Texas Tech?
Lubbock.
I don't think I've ever been there.
Lubbock.
Man, I don't think I've ever been. I don't think I've ever been to their stadium or anything else. Is there nothing up there?
No, it's a slaughterhouse.
No shit?
Yeah, there's a bunch of slaughterhouses. It smells like meat.
That's funny, man.
And
yeah.
blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind meat and blood, obviously, but never been to Texas Tech. That's interesting. People have asked to go, and I'm like, man, I don't know when they're good at something.
I've driven through.
Okay.
So we went through Lubbock on the way to Phoenix.
Oh, got it. All right, so it's that side.
And I've driven to Phoenix a couple times. So
Yeah. All right, makes sense. But you're on the board here. That's one, and if you remember our bets at the top of the year here, I bet Delco that if he had 2 wins before September 1st, I would get him and his father tickets to the Ryder Cup.
Nice. I'm going to aim for more than 2, though. We're going to try to get 5 to 7 this year.
Look, I understand, but I wouldn't.
The last couple of years we've been down. This is my own redemption tour.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. This is your sport. I'm going to pull up the Ryder Cup tickets right now on drinkingbrostickets.com. Let's see what these are going for here. What day did you want to go? Saturday?
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday.
So I can fly back Sunday.
In the park. Yeah, dude, that's gonna 1,000 a piece. So yeah, that'll set me back $2,000. That's a nice bet.
It's not bad.
For real. Shit, $2,000's $2,000, man. Fuck. God damn. All right, you've already got one win, so one more and you win the tickets.
We're doing it this week. Just keep it going.
Okay.
Yeah.
I tell you what though, let's see, because there's not a lot of tickets available. No. So yeah, dude, I'll hopefully you win this week, so that way I could just buy these and get them out of my mind, because they're going to get higher as you get closer. And I think with what's going on with USA and Canada right now, there's more American pride now than ever against all this shit. So like, yeah, dude, I can see this getting heated up in Bethel-Page.
I know, and especially Trump's ramping up tensions with Europe right now.
Yep. I want to buy these early, so I hope you win.
The only thing is, the golfers that are likable in the sport are all European. Like, Americans are not the most likable golfers right now.
Yet who do we have that like we get boned off for?
Like, I mean, Scheffler, likable dude, cool dude.
He's a likable dude and he's a cool dude, but like, it's not really, to be honest with you, that's not really the guy that I'm juiced off about. Like, it's probably for me right now, it's probably still Rory. Like, I got excited when Rory
all my
won.
favorite golfers are European. Rory, Ludwig, Hovland.
Yep. I'm not a I'm not a big Hovland guy where it's just like, oh yeah, man, I can't wait to watch Hovland win.
I love that he's like insane.
DeChambeau for me.
Bryson's entertaining.
And especially with what he's done with the YouTube channel.
I wouldn't say he's like incredibly likable though.
But everybody
he is entertaining.
Even my kids watch the YouTube channel, man, for Bryson. Like, it was a great move.
I've been a Brooks guy, but Brooks is
Koepka.
He's also not the most likable guy.
I like him, though, for that reason. I like that he's not likable because he's got a snarl out there and he wants to fucking win. And I like that. So I love Koepka. Those two I'm good with. But I can't name anyone past those two, I think.
Then you got Xander.
Nope. Soft serve, I don't give a shit about.
Patrick Cantlay.
No. Too slow.
It's gross.
Too slow.
Yeah.
And then people are coming after, I wanted to ask you about this, Tom Kim, for how slow he's playing.
Not American, though.
I know. But as far as pace of play with him and Cantlay there, I guess people have gone in and like threatens like, hey, dude, either tell him to speed this the fuck up or we don't want to play with
They're
him.
talking about potentially listing the slowest players every week and just posting it out for the public to see.
It'd be great.
They're timing it. The thing that's wrong with Tom Kim, I'm sure he's equally as slow as a lot of guys are equally as slow as Tom Kim, but it's him standing over the ball, which is not good for TV. So where guys maybe are slower going up to the ball, they finally hit it. Kim is on camera for like 40 to 45 seconds, and it's a bad visual.
Ugh. Okay. Understandable.
So he's as slow as other people, but it's on camera.
Yeah, right.
And it looks worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understandable. I understand. But this week is our favorite, the Mexico Open.
Who could forget?
Or Mexico Open for all you Spanish speakers out there.
This is a good value week. You can get some big numbers up there. I didn't really take
It is
full
because
advantage.
no one's playing in this fucking thing.
But there are definitely some names I'll list that I'm not going to pick that you could I would sprinkle on.
Okay. Well, tell your picks first because they might be my guys. So we'll see.
So, I mean, I'm only doing 3 picks a week. Winners only.
Winners only.
I'm not going to be like some of these fucking dudes on Twitter or, selling picks behind a paywall that give you like 8 to 9 guys a week. There's no honor in that. Like, dude, if I got 9 or 10 picks every week, yeah, I'm going to hit every week.
Well, not only that, but like if you're doing 8 or 9 picks, that means you're putting like 100 on each player. Like
And you get fucked if the favorite wins.
Totally,
like one
dude.
Of the favorite
Yes,
wins. Yeah. And I mean, ultimately, there's just no honor in
I agree.
picking 10 dudes and then spiking the football and celebrating. I think 3 is a good number.
And I'll do 4 in majors.
All right.
3 in regular tournaments, 4 in majors. That's it.
My code. I'm going to go 3 only.
Okay.
First off, we're going to start. This is a kind of bomber's paradise. Steven Yeager.
Huge fairways, all that stuff, yeah.
Yeah, 25 to 1.
Okay.
Not in love with the number. Kind of wish it was closer to 30, 35 to 1, but we'll take 25 to 1.
Well, the problem is there's literally no names in this tournament. So, yeah, he's going to be 25 to 1.
He's treated me well before. I won with him last year at the Houston Open.
Okay.
So, big shouts to Jaeger Bombs.
Yeah.
Then it's Mexico. So, there's always a rule of thumb. Whenever there's a tournament in Mexico, you have to bet Eric Van Rooyen.
Why?
EVR just, for whatever reason, always plays well in Mexico. It's
really?
Like a second home to him. Yeah.
Okay.
The South African Eric
Interesting.
Van Rooyen. He's got a nice little stash going. You see him in the graphic there. I made him smaller than everybody else. I don't know why I did that, but
That's fine.
EVR is 54 to 1. Yeah, I'll take that. And then a little bit of a value play here on Hayden Springer at 110 to 1.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Why him there? It's 110 to 1.
These like smaller tournaments, he's kind of been in the mix, and this course seems like a good setup for him.
Okay. All right. I like it. So here's where I'm going this week.
Can I list the
week.
2 other guys that I like?
No, because let's say they're my guys, then I want credit for it.
Okay.
All right.
I'll let you go first, and then I'll
All right.
too.
I'm going with Alex Smalley at 33 to 1.
Oh, apparently we might have a little situation with his mother.
What happened?
Well, his mother, I guess, is just a total loose cannon. She's just trying to. She's a helicopter parent.
All right.
Yeah.
Is she on the course?
I don't know. There's just rumblings that she's like gone up to tour officials and stuff and just started bitching
All right.
about her son.
Well, we'll see.
Just a total, yeah. You deal with these moms in soccer.
I do.
Right?
I do with all sports, not just soccer, but all sports. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I've had a few today. It's Wednesday, so who cares? But here's the honest part about it. It's like, do you not know as a parent that it looks bad for not only you, but the children too? And you're just like, okay, cool, man.
Maybe a little bit more understandable when your kids are 8 or 9. I don't know. Alex Smalley's in his 20s.
Yeah, it's weird, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely weird. I would not have my mom out there.
No.
Nor do I think she would come unless it was like I was winning the Masters or something. You know?
It's good to have a supportive family. Maybe your parents are traveling and you're supporting that for you're financially letting them do that.
Right.
But yeah, once they start getting a little too
old, it's like,
no,
dude,
verbal and
yeah, all
feel
of it.
like they are entitled to some things on the course. It's like, dude, Alex Smalley is a nobody on tour.
No.
Yeah.
He's not famous at all.
No.
He's not famous at all. Long hitter.
Decent.
That's just why I'm picking him.
Decent college career, but
Yeah. I'm going to take a pick from you from a couple weeks ago. Jake Knapp at 35 to 1.
won this last year.
Yep. I'm going to take him here because, one, not only did he win it last year, but two, there is literally no names in this. So, like, why couldn't he go back-to-back? He's been playing well.
A tournament Knapp would win.
Yes. So I've got him at 35 to 1.
Could
and
be
then,
a horse for the course.
Hope so.
Yeah, I mean, Cam Davis went back-to-back last year, I believe, at the Rocket Mortgage.
Yeah.
So
it
could
usually
be a
happens
situation.
once a year where somebody goes back-to-back at one of these things. And then I'm going to go with Nikolai Højgaard at 45 to 1. So that's my pick.
You're going Nikolai,
Yes.
not Rasmus.
Nope. I'm going Nikolai at 45 to 1.
You're getting
here
the
this
value of the Højgaard twins. Because
Trying.
Rasmus, I think Rasmus is like 17 or 18 to 1.
Right. I'm gonna go with value here this week, and that's where I land because I'm looking at the top of the leaderboards here. You got Ash K's up there at 14 to 1. He's your favorite. Rasmus is the second favorite, so I don't want to pick him either. He's at 18 to 1.
Oshke could be on the Ryder Cup team if he keeps playing well.
Yeah.
Him and Mav McNeely.
He was on a fucking run last year, remember?
Oshke,
Yeah. And Matt McNeely, dude,
He's playing well.
he was at the top of the leaderboard over the weekend.
He he shot 8 or 9 under. I think maybe 8 under on Sunday. So, I mean, he rocketed up the. I thought he was going to win the tournament.
So did I.
Yeah.
So did I. He was up there, and then fucking Ludwig went off at the end. So, yeah.
But Mav actually flies his own plane.
Oh, in real life?
Yeah.
That's fun.
He's named after Maverick.
I know, from the
Top
movie,
Gun.
from the Top Gun.
So I guess he's just leaned into being a pilot.
Why not?
And he flies to tournaments.
If you can, you can.
You can't trust the airlines now.
No, you definitely can't trust the airlines at all. So you might as well take matters into your own hands there. One more time with your picks.
So we're going Steven Yeager, Jaeger Bombs. We're going Eric Van Rooyen, and we're going Hayden Springer. And then if you want, these are just guys I like this week. I don't know if they're going to win, but Justin Lauer should play well this week. Luke List should play well this week.
What's Luke List at?
I think he's like 120 to 1.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that might not be a bad pick at all.
That might
actually.
he wins these kind of.
I know. I
tournaments.
was just gonna say, dude, he's due for one. Like he's good for one of these once every year. It feels like so.
And then the guy that was runner up last year, Sami Valimaki.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
he has no control of his ball, but it doesn't matter here.
That's fine. Once again, I'm going Alex Smalley at 33 to 1, Jake Knapp at 35 to 1, and then Nikolai Højgaard at 45 to 1. And let's face it, we need something to feel alive this weekend because Thursday's matchup with Canada and United States is the big sporting event for the week here. Is there UFC this weekend?
No.
I don't think so. I don't
There
think
might
is,
be
right?
like a Apex. There was an Apex this past weekend.
Okay.
Jared Cannonier won.
Do you watch
Had
this?
a comeback fight. I did actually.
Interesting.
I made some money this weekend on UFC as well.
Really?
Yeah,
Good weekend for you.
wasn't bad.
Yeah,
a good run.
I've been in person, and it's fun when you're there. It feels weird on screen because it feels like they're fighting in their garage.
Yeah, yeah.
Where
It
you
is
can
a
hear
little
family
odd.
members scream like on television. And you're like, all right, cool.
Apparently, those are some of the most expensive seats to get to.
They're hard, and so but usually, by the way, they only give them out like Dana gives them out, and
Yeah.
it's usually family members and shit. I know that
But they're not good cards.
they're not.
They're not. That's why they're not on the
So
road.
it's weird. And Dana White actually gave tickets to Dan and I. I want to say it was maybe 2018 to the what's the series they do, the Contender Series or whatever.
Dana White's Contender Series on Tuesday nights.
Yes. We went, we hung out with Dana, took pictures and all that stuff. Great fucking dude. Chatted with him for a long time, and you can kind of just. I know it sounds weird. You can just walk around the cage and nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
It's only like 100 seats, and
It's like going to a local show.
It really is, and it feels strange, and it's the family members who are screaming the loudest for their own people in there. So that's all you're hearing on television, essentially. And then because you're so close and it's right in front of your face, if something bad happens, there's nowhere to go. So like when we were there, the guy broke his leg in half, and he tried to keep going, which was even worse. And finally, the referee was like, "Bro, your leg is broken in half," and they put him on a stretcher right in front of
Smith?
I think so. And put him on a
Bald
stretcher.
dude?
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
And it was right in front of Dan and I, and I was about ready to throw up. I was like, "Holy shit! I shouldn't be seeing this."
Yeah.
And for those of you who watch at home, when you're wondering like, "Oh, where do they go?" There's just like a side room that's next door, so like you can just hear him screaming. I mean, literally 10 feet from you.
It's a Contender Series. It wouldn't have been Anthony Smith.
It was a bald guy. It was a white bald dude.
I'm just thinking of he did break his leg against Goliath, I think, in the Apex.
It was a white bald dude, but he was screaming. And here's the wildest shit about it was he wasn't necessarily screaming because his leg was broken. He was screaming out that he had blown his only chance to get into the UFC. Like, God damn it, dude. I mean, that made it worse. Like, because these guys are literally fighting for their lives and careers, and then it's just ruined right there.
Because they make no money.
No, no, they are not. And that's a dark story to end this show, but hey,
but
let's
you know,
face it.
they're fighters, and they will never unionize, and
No.
because somebody else will take their spot.
There's a million people that are lined up, my man.
Because it ain't about stars in the UFC; it's about those 3 letters.
That's it. That's all it is.
Dana White's a star.
Yeah, he is. And you're 100% right. It's slave trading, essentially, is what it is for modern times.
What did they call it in Django?
Oh, fuck. I forget.
I don't know if it's a appropriate term, but yeah, that kind of fighting.
Yeah, it is. Where it's just like, hey, I don't give a shit. Like, and it's, by the way, not based on race either. It's just like, hey, man, you want to fucking win for money and beat the shit out of each other, and then you can move up and hopefully get paid one day. But right now, you ain't making shit.
It's classism.
Yes. Yeah, it definitely is, for sure. But luckily, we don't have that on this show, okay? We love everyone equally here on this show. Bet with us or against us on mybookie.com. Don't forget to use that promo code DRINKINBROS to double that first deposit all the way up to $1,000 for Delco Dan. I'm Ross Patterson. These are Delco Dan's Dirty Golf Picks. We'll see you on the links.
Jaeger bombs.